What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Before jumping straight into this podcast with Federico, I wanted to do a quick introduction because we are jumping straight into the thick of it and people might get lost. So, what is this about? Federico and I went to the movies last weekend to watch the new Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere, and then afterwards sat down and had a conversation about what our thoughts were, what we liked about the movie, what we didn't like about the movie, what we took away from it, how we felt afterwards, and kind of analyzed and debriefed the whole movie together. So there are some spoilers in this conversation. If you haven't watched the movie yet, go watch that first. Otherwise, if you've seen it and if you're curious about what two dudes from Europe, Federico from Italy and me from Germany, think about this great American rock star and everything that he went through and everything that happened in the movie, I recommend watching this. We go very deep into also some personal thoughts about the things that were discussed in the movie. So, quite a good conversation, I think, and I think something that everyone can take away from. So, have fun listening to it, and see you on the other side.
This is haunting you.
Yeah. There's some stuff that haunting me. There's
What
also
else? What else is haunting you?
they're hunting me, but it, like not deep. Not, I mean, there's deep stuff, but like something that hunting me. Yeah, I remember when I was kid. I remember one time I was at this friend house and I take a shit and I didn't flush the toilet because we were like so excited to play and I forgot it. And his father come and
That
said,
happened to you here once as well. Just saying that.
Sometimes I just stand up and I forgot. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Or last week when you used my bathroom, you just left the towel in the sink. So what the fuck?
I don't because I'm so overexcited to do stuff that I just left the stuff behind. And his father come inside the bedroom, knock on the door, and say, "Who went to the toilet?" And I was like, "Me." And it was like, "You didn't flush the toilet. There was your shit inside." And he said it like in a so bad way, like so like disgusted and judgmental way. I was 10 years old, bitch. I mean, yeah, okay, but like you don't have to give me a lesson, okay? You give it to me actually because I still remember.
Yeah.
I still remember now.
Yeah, you did give you a lesson.
Yeah, and you? Have you something?
that still haunts me to this day.
Yeah.
Trying to think, similar story as that. Maybe I have to come back to this later. Oh, truffle.
Wow.
Bro,
What
truffle still haunts me to this day. When I was
like mushrooms.
yeah, like the truffle root. It's not a mushroom.
It's a mushroom.
It's a root.
But it's a mushroom.
Brother,
Isn't it-
truffle is a root. It's not a mushroom. It's
W-
underneath the
yeah, and then
ground.
we consider mushroom in Italy is like part of the mushroom.
No, it's like a root. Like ginger is a root, or curcuma is a root.
If you say so.
You want to ask ChatGPT while I tell the story?
Yeah.
So we were traveling with my family, me and my brother and my parents, and we were actually in Berlin. This was like when I was 10 or so, visiting friends of family here. And they had a whole bucket of chocolate. You know the Rittersport chocolate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still remember to this day. It was a Rittersport chocolate. And we were all just eating chocolate because it was boring as fuck. My parents were just talking to their parents, and I wasn't really getting
They are mushroom.
Really?
Yeah. The truffle, I search in Italian, but if you want, I can ask to translate in German. It was easier. But yeah, they are mushroom that just grow up under the ground.
It's not a root.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't know my product.
Good for you. Anyways, we were eating shit tons of chocolate, and then we were running through all the chocolate. And then I take one, thinking it's like all the other ones, just like a milk chocolate, maybe with a nut or something in it. I eat it. I was 10 years old, and it was fucking truffle chocolate. And I don't know if you like truffle.
I love our truffle.
But did you like it when you were 10? It's like an acquired taste. Now it's okay, but I still don't love it. Anyways, back then I ate that shit. I opened it up, I ate it, and then like the first bite, I was like, what the hell is this? And because I was so shocked because that wasn't what I was expecting at all, and it tasted disgusting. And so I just spit that shit out.
So you still have this memory of
I still have this memory till this day, because then I looked at, I was like, what is truffle? I was asking her, what is truffle? And then they made fun of me, like, oh, Paul and the truffle cookie or the truffle chocolate or whatever. And then I was like, bro, I'm never going to touch truffle again. I did try like some truffle pasta the other year or so.
And?
It
Do you
was
like it?
okay, but
I actually love
I still don't like it.
you know, like,
But it still haunts me to this day, to answer.
but when you like, I don't know, I love truffle pasta, and I don't know, I love truffle. It's because it stay when you burp, you still feel it. It's actually, they say that it's not a good truffle if you burp and you can still feel it, the taste. It means that it's not a good
Is
quality.
that the same with wine? Red wine?
Bro, I never understand, bro. I just drink it. You know, I'm sorry. I mean, I love food, I loved it, but when it starts to be too deep,
You're checking out.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm a fucking hypocrite because I go deep with music, for example. I start saying, "Oh, listen to this," but then with other
Yeah,
stuff,
but
it just-
everyone has different interests.
Yeah.
I also, like, I can appreciate a good wine. I can appreciate a good coffee, good food, good steak. But to like be like a coffee or like a wine, like sommelier or something, like, I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like that's a waste of time.
Depends. If you want to work in that sector, no. If you just want to take as a hobby, what is not a waste of time?
Yeah, true.
I make music as a
it-
waste of time
Yeah, no,
somehow.
I got take that back. Maybe for some people it's just a nice hobby. Yeah, fair. But I guess that brings us. That's a good transition. Talking about interest, hobbies, etc. Music, especially,
Mm-hmm.
because we just finished watching the new Springsteen movie.
Say the name.
Bruce Springsteen.
Say the name of the movie.
Springsteen.
I don't remember either. Take it from somewhere. No, from nowhere.
I think so.
From nowhere. Yeah, go. Oh my god, man. Honestly, I say Bruce Springsteen's movie.
Yeah.
Stuff. Just this.
Yeah. How did you like it?
I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. I liked that it was not just a biography movie that where you like he was kid, he was this, then you find the music, then you find then you find like a genre, then you know like the classic, like a book that is just translated in a movie. You know, like transfer in the movie sector. No, I mean I actually like it because they talk also about the childhood of but they talk about especially one part of his childhood that he actually haunted him.
Haunted him, yeah.
Yeah, because with that he
Deliver
actually
Me From Nowhere.
deliver
Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere. I asked GPT, but as you can see, it's not up to date. There was a movie that came out in 2019 apparently, but that's not the movie we watched or the movie we're talking about. And then also let's just say that Jeremy Allen White is playing Bruce Springsteen in this. But you were saying you liked about the movie that wasn't just like a biography, but it kept going back. And maybe we should say like a spoiler alert before putting this out.
I mean,
or talking about it too much, but kept going back to childhood trauma essentially.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Something that haunted him and like to make a hook with our stuff that we said. And yeah, I like it. I like what I don't know, I actually felt like when I was watching what he was passing through, how he was trying to express what he had.
Yeah.
I actually feel like similar. I mean, that's pretty. Like I matched his vibes. You know, like
you could relate to it.
I related.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm thinking how we should structure this. Maybe we should pick up the listeners where they are and explain the movie a little bit without taking away too much, I guess. I mean, spoiler alert still, maybe you should watch the movie first and then come back to this. This is kind of our take. We're not going to like deeply analyze it now, but just talk about how we feel about it. And after we've like explained or described the movie a little bit, we go into what we liked about it, how we relate to it, and what stood out to us, and kind of what we learned from it.
What we didn't also like. What
maybe
we did not
also
like.
what we did not like or what we wished was different. But I think we already, explained a little bit. So the movie starts with a scene from his childhood, right? Yeah. And to explain, yes, somewhat of an abusive father who's probably addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, and it's not
like many others.
sorry,
No, no.
like many others, and is not treating his mom the best.
Yeah.
It actually plays in a bar, right? I think he's picking up his dad, or his mom is sending him to pick up his dad from the bar. And when he was 8 years old, I think in a place where no 8-year-old
Yeah.
probably should be.
To make him guilty, actually.
Yeah.
Like the mother used the child to make the father guilty, basically, like as an instrument. I felt it when I saw it. Oh, sorry, maybe we are going to already do.
No, this is a good point. I didn't pick
I
it up
felt
that
it
way.
like, yeah, not me, because
Pick up your father, she said, right?
go pick up your father. So
Yeah.
somehow like give you
The
already
language she used.
responsibility when
Yeah.
you're too young,
Yeah.
and at the same time like make him feel guilty because
Bro, the mic.
oh sorry
Mm,
make him
speak
feel
into the
guilty
mic.
because a kid,
Yeah.
8 years old kid has to pick him up. It's like
Yeah.
you know, like also embarrassing for
Also,
him.
what she probably said was, I don't know if this was exactly how she said, like, pick up your father, not pick up my husband, or I need to pick up my husband. Right?
Yeah. It's like,
And then it switches, right? It goes from these childhood scenes to scenes of his early days
Yeah.
in the career,
yeah, exactly.
where he was still, I believe, New Jersey or New York, like
New Jersey,
New Jersey, where he
Like,
was still playing at
local rock star.
yeah, he was like a local phenom, like he was a local rock star, played at the Pony or whatever it was called,
yeah,
and
Pony Rock or
like
something
he
like this.
he already had, what was it called, heartbeat.
You know that I don't remember. Like, you mean the group?
No, like the album or the songs that he had already put out.
I
Like he already had some
Hearts-
momentum.
yeah,
He
yeah.
already was signed as well. He already had a manager. I think Universal or
he
some.
got already reached out by.
He already had
the
a
manager.
record deal. Yeah, he
Yeah.
already had a record deal, and he was still living in his hometown, and everyone loved him in his hometown. But also, I think his whole hometown, like, held him back in some ways, right? He was constantly confronted with the drama and the trauma of his childhood, even though his parents didn't live there anymore. But there were a lot of scenes where he's now living or driving this like incredible sports car or muscle car, whatever, but still drives to his old home or
Yeah.
his family house where he grew up, which was
Yeah.
now basically a shack or like a
Yeah, it's like-
ruin. But to conclude, I mean, maybe not conclude this. He was already on tour. Then he came back to his hometown, and he just wanted to get away from everyone. He like rented this house in the middle of nowhere. and
Yeah.
just focused and wrote and
How do you
started
call
writing
it?
songs.
We already say this name when you like also football player, like a sport, sport player do this, like when they are like before the match they just stay alone in a hotel just training, like this kind of thing. I don't
Like
know.
isolating themselves, or
Yeah, like this thing they do also in the sport. Like in football, they do it when you're just like 2 days before the match. You just take a hotel with the squad, no games, no wife, no woman, no distraction. You just do that.
yeah.
I mean, kind of like like a I don't know in English, bro. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But like
Well, how do you say it in Italian?
retiro. Retiro is
To
like
retrieve yourself.
yeah, it's like retirement. Yeah, basically it's like you just close yourself
Yeah,
inside,
yeah.
and it's like spiritual retirement or stuff like this.
retrieval, I guess it's like a retreat, maybe or
Yeah.
withdraw from the
Yeah,
crowd.
like you just
Yeah, and then he started working on music, right? And
yeah, but that's actually that's a spoiler.
But I mean, we can spoil it.
That's actually what a person that suffer from what he suffered, because I mean it's known. I didn't know, but it's known that he has depression. It's like
Yeah.
it's declared. It's not like
Yeah.
a secret,
Yeah.
and it's actually like a depressive behavior, closing yourself alone from other people,
Yeah,
and that's why also like, and that's why I also how do you say before I match with him. I like
bro. Let's
Sorry.
like continue talking about the movie a bit first, like the
sorry,
plot
sorry,
of
sorry,
the movie.
sorry.
Do you want to pick up the plot, like where I left it off? He started working on music.
Yeah, start
and
working on music.
First only with his guitar, and then he found a system, maybe
To record
to do
itself.
like loops and stuff like that. Like I think it played in like the 80s, right? Or like when he was writing.
82.
Yeah, 82 when he was. I think that's when he put out the album.
Yeah,
and,
anyway, around the 80s.
yeah, and he got really like intimate with his music, only recorded in his living room,
Yeah.
and then started recording that of course, with a bigger band in the studio. Nah, bro, switch back.
Why?
Because you don't need to look here, you need to look there.
I need to look there. I know I've never looked there since now. Sorry. Maybe one time.
And then he records the album, and he doesn't like how it sounds.
Yeah.
When it was mixed and mastered, because he got so obsessed with the cassette that he recorded in his living room.
With the distortion that you get from...
Yeah, and like the unperfectness and how it felt unfinished and how it felt almost like very intimate as well, I guess. But he really wanted to get the cassette on vinyl, which was apparently a very hard process. I mean, this is all like past our time now.
Yeah. It's another generation.
Yeah,
exactly.
But then they got it done. I mean, during this whole time, he was really like in the thick of it. He was really down bad, I guess you could also say. And they got it done, and that's when he sort of had his lowest point, right? And also had to play with like a romantic affair or romantic love that played into it.
Yeah. Sort of a family for him. Sort of a second family. The romantic, because there was also involved a baby.
Yeah.
So it's like try to feel something, not in a sexual way, not just in a sexual way, because we just see one sex scene. The rest, it was just like sharing love and affection with a family, not just with a woman, also with
the woman who already had a daughter.
Yeah, exactly. So looks like that he was trying to, but I already go back inside, not in the trauma, not in the plot. I'm telling you more about like. Go with the plot. I go with the...
Yeah, and I think the conflict was also with his manager, and then also the record label that he was signed under. They wanted him to be like a rock star, but here he comes with this cassette that sounds... They called it like a folk album, which wasn't really what they were trying to push out.
Exactly.
But he believed in his idea so much, or he believed in this project and in his art essentially, and repetitively said, no, this is what we're going to do, only this way, we're going to put this out. I'm not going on any tours, I'm not going to do any press releases or anything like that. We'll put it out and we'll let the music or the album speak for itself. The story of the whole album, I think that was also brought up a couple of times. We're not going to do singles, we're just going to put out the album. And then the album was released in 1982. Nebraska, I think the album was called? No. What was the album called?
Born in the USA.
No. That was after. That was the song they wanted him to put out, but he said, we'll do that later. He wanted to
put on the shelves. Yeah, he said it. Maybe Nebraska, yeah.
Nebraska was on the album, but I don't think the album was called Nebraska. Anyways, put it out in 1982, and it still became like a massive success. I think top 3 in the charts or whatever. And then later they put out Born in the USA and I'm on Fire and all those hits that everyone still knows today. And
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of when the movie ended. He had then moved to LA and started therapy as well. Oh yeah, and then the scene with his dad at the end.
Yeah, but also the scene with the girl. Then they fight before he leave. Before he leave, he said like, I'm gonna move to LA. I'm sorry if I'm telling you now. And she said, you're running away from your problem. You're running away from your duty. And then he moved away. He goes to LA. He talks with his manager. That in the end, his manager, during the process to make his desire of having first this album. Like, I think the manager started understanding him and started being on his side. Because if you remember the label, when he say like, what do you want to do? What you want to post first this album? You want to release first this weird folk album?
The manager also believed in him.
Yeah, the manager was like, no, we're going to do, I'm on this side.
I believe in Bruce Springsteen. That's what he said in this office. We believe in Bruce Springsteen.
And then what happened? Then he just say, I'm going to help you if you need. When he moved to LA and he realized that he has his first panic attack, I think. Yeah. Because he saw actually his wife. He saw actually all the problem that he was living.
I mean, it wasn't his wife, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry. The girl is actually realized that he was actually escaping from his, running away from the
Yeah.
problem.
And then he started therapy, and then it kind of cuts, and then it says 10 months later, and he just finished playing like a huge, probably stadium show or whatever. And then his mom is in the tunnel, and his mom says, "Hey, your dad is in the locker room. He wants to talk to you."
First time that you see her mother in the movie, not in the
His mother.
flashback. His mother, sorry,
Yeah.
in the flashback, not
Yeah.
in the flashback,
You
but in
you
the
hear her earlier on the phone, but
Yeah.
you don't see her. That's right. And then him and his dad kind of have this like reconciling moment.
awkward also a little bit. When he say to sit on his lap,
Yeah.
but it's really,
But
it's
like
really,
it feels almost like his inner child like healed in that moment.
yeah, but
Because remember when he picked up his dad from the bar, when his mom called and said, "Oh, your dad ran away. He's lost somewhere in Chinatown. No one knows where he is. I need you to find him." Then he finds him, and then the bartender doesn't want to take the money. The bartender says, "Oh, he's a good man."
Yeah.
His father says, "Oh, am I?"
Yeah,
and
bro.
Bruce Springsteen doesn't react. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't say
bro,
yes. He doesn't
that
say no.
moment I wanted to tell you, that moment it was so nice. I love it when he asked, "Am I?"
Yeah.
And like, bro, I was close to cry.
Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
you. I saw-
"Damn." You saw it? I was like, damn.
Yeah, I saw you were close to crying. But then later, they came back together, and the dad said, "I knew I wasn't always the best." And then Bruce Springsteen says, "You did the best you could. You were also dealing with a lot of shit back then."
Yeah, because I mean, he was young in 1957. Maybe his father was in he fight during World War II, because it's like,
I mean, that's all like hypothesis. Now we don't know, but
I'm just
you never know. You
speculating,
never
but
know.
it could be. I mean,
Yeah, but okay, could be.
could be if he's
Yeah.
like around 40s, 20 years before it was. Yeah, it might did it. I would like to see actually, because it's interesting. Can be a lot of people after World War II as PTSD and start drinking and
Yeah.
like having family, try to build a life after and
Let
still
me see
struggling.
what ChatGPT says.
And but yeah, that was more or less what the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Not completely, not full. I suggest to go watch it.
Yeah.
And yeah, but now talking about not the plot, about what I feel about the movie. First of all, I would like to say that
He did not fight in World War II.
it didn't.
No.
Oh shit.
There's no record or indication that he served in the military. Instead, he spent most of his life working blue-collar jobs as a bus driver, factory worker, and prison guard in New Jersey. Bruce has often spoken and written about his father's struggles with depression and work instability, themes that deeply influenced songs like Factory, Adam Raised It, Cain. Would you like me to tell you more about their relationships? It's a really powerful part of Bruce's story.
Fuck no, shut up. Let's go.
I said yes.
No.
Bruce's relationship with father Douglas Springsteen was marked by distance, tension, and unspoken love, especially during Bruce's youth. His dad was a quiet, brooding man who worked tough, low-paying jobs and struggled with what Bruce later described as undiagnosed mental illness, likely depression. Here are key aspects. Growing up in Freehold, New Jersey, his father didn't understand Bruce's dream of becoming a musician. Many Bruce songs reflect that. Later in life, they grew closer, especially after Bruce found success and understood more about his father's struggles. When Douglas became ill with Parkinson's disease, Bruce cared for him and spoke openly about forgiveness and grace. Interesting.
Got Parkinson.
Yeah.
They didn't show it was like trembling or something. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how Parkinson is. Maybe there's different kind of. I don't know.
You
really.
could tell that he was ill and also like mentally confused a little bit.
Yeah,
Because if you get
yeah.
lost somewhere in Chinatown,
Yeah,
and you don't know where you are.
Yeah, exactly. You were
Yeah.
working in a airport, you should say, right? Like
Yeah.
a bus driver in
Yeah,
airport.
yeah,
You
yeah.
finish in a Chinatown in LA. It's of course it's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking about not anymore about the plot, but what you feel like. We say before that we talk about haunted stuff that haunt us.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was actually a nice hook. now
yeah,
that
exactly.
yeah.
And he adds something too. So, what do you think about this way to deal? Like, okay, he ran away, he suffered, blah blah blah. But like the way that he was writing that, album, it was a clear like intention to try to bring out the demon from what it was hunting him. It's like that's why it was like so stubborn and say no. First we do this.
Yeah.
First we do that, and after I want to also talk about this about something personal. But like, how do you feel? Like, do you think it's a right way to?
I mean, it's hard to say if there's
Would
a
you do
right
the
or a
same?
wrong way.
Also, would you do?
Yeah.
Also, sorry, would you do the same or?
I kept thinking of this lyric by Zach Bryan. Actually, he has a song called "Traveling Man," and in the song it goes along the lines of, "I'm just a traveling man by trade, sir. We're all just running from the things inside. I'm just a traveling man by trade. We're all running from the things inside." Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know why you also sing it.
No, because then when you like sing it in the melody, like the lyrics come easier. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. It was just like why 2 times?
So
I got the first one.
yeah. No, but like it kept reminding me of that. The theme was somewhat similar, like because then he traveled away from his hometown to go to New York, to LA, and he was running away from the things inside. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are doing that, like
Yeah.
me included.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we keep ourselves busy. I mean, you don't even have to like physically run away from your issues
Yeah,
or your
also
problems,
mentally, yeah.
but you can mentally run away by constantly just like brain rotting yourself by scrolling on the internet, on TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, keeping yourself occupied and not actually like facing the demons that are haunting you, right?
Yep.
So I can't judge him because I probably do the same things with things that I'm struggling with. Is it the right way? I think he found the right way when he started doing therapy. And also I think music, or like any form of creative channel, or any form of like output where you start working on something, or you create something, you build something, can be a good way to deal with the things that are haunting you.
Yeah, that's true. It was always nice pushing out, but I mean, as you can see, it was not the right way. In the end, I don't think it was not even a way to push out something. I mean, to take the demons out, because if you think about it, he did the album.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't feel better after. He actually find out that he ran away after the album, and he had a panic attack. So it was more like a call out. You know, like, hey, I'm sick. It sounds more like, hey, I'm sick than, hey, look, that's my problem. I put it in this album and I send it to the people and try to heal with that. You see
but
what I mean?
wasn't writing the album part of the story of healing? Because you have to realize you're sick first before getting help and to start a healing process. And I think he only really...
But the song, in the movie, they show that the song that he write, it come from also like part of suffering, part of...
Yeah, and I think also the manager was saying this, right? Like, this feels like dark, like it's directed towards something, and that he's like clearly dealing with something. And
you see what I mean? It's like, I don't think I said it before. Yes, I asked this question, but I'm now thinking I think he was not actually trying to. He was trying to push out the demons, but he didn't. In the end, he just I don't know, just move it. You know, like didn't. I don't know to explain. It's too complicated. But yeah, okay. Moving. Let's skip this part. Sorry.
No, bro.
Because I don't know. I don't know to explain.
What do you mean? Like what?
I mean, like, I think you wanted to put everything in this album and close this chapter. You know, like I feel this. I put it inside.
But
But he couldn't.
It didn't work.
It didn't work because he didn't have the proper tool. And that's a thing that you get, because I passed through as well, that you get the proper tool to do this stuff just when you go to a therapist. If you suffer from certain problem. I never suffer from depression, thanks God. But I suffer from anxiety, panic attacks sometimes. So you need to proper tool to deal with something. So I think he was the first step.
Yeah.
But then he had to be helped.
Yeah. And he might have thought at first, hey, putting out this album will close this chapter.
Yeah, you see, because he was like, I have to do it. I have to do it.
And I think that's actually, like, I'm glad you explained this, because it's probably what a lot of people thinking as well, or like they go even deeper into work, or they try to put out something, or they try to like focus on sports even. And I think like physical exercise can be great, especially if you're depressed or if you're feeling anxiety or something. But if you achieve that form or that body that you want for, you might still feel the same way like you did before.
Exactly.
But still, I guess through that process, also his manager at one point said, hey, I think I helped you where I could, but at this point, like, this is out of my scope. Like, you need to find professional help. And then he did, and then he got better, no?
Yeah. He said that he keeps suffering from depression, but it's been helped. I mean, it's rich as fuck, so he will not have problem. Or no, I'm just saying.
Bro, how many artists, actors kill themselves?
Yeah, because
you know what I mean. I think that's not.
I mean, money doesn't bring nothing.
Yeah, but I really like what it said at the end, that Bruce Springsteen, while still suffering or dealing with depression, sometimes he was never. It got better, and he was never without hope again.
Yeah. That's actually exactly that quote makes me think that he was doing the worst thing that you can do when you suffer, and isolate yourself. He bought isolate yourself. He bought a house where you could stay alone and record alone, because I think potentially he could. He has a conversation with his manager that is like, I bought some stuff for recording at home, and he was like, yeah, that's good because you were spending a lot of money, so better if you prepare everything at home instead of going to a studio. But in the end, if you want to see, not for Bruce Springsteen, but like for normal people, imagine I go to the gym with you every day, and I start building my own gym, not a big one, but like some stuff, and I start telling you, yeah, bro, I just start training at home, not anymore with you in the gym. So for summer I will be ready. Yeah. I isolate myself, so I don't even have anymore the interaction that I have with you when we go to the gym.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's huge.
And he had the same, like instead of like going and sharing music with other people, so sharing also idea, and also just like be a little bit free, like set the mind free a little bit, and don't think about this problem. He just like close and like in a hardcore way, just pushing on the limit. You know what I mean? It's
like community is super important. Like being around people that can also then pull you out from like any. Like,
never heard a therapist that suggests to stay alone at home for people that suffer depressions. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, he didn't know he was depressed.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I think there was one moment when he realized, right? He after the panic attack, I think they were still on their way from New Jersey to LA. They were driving, and he said something like, "Oh, she's right," and of course he was referring to the conversation
that he was running
with
away.
his ex-girlfriend, where she told him, "You're just running away from the problems. We could have had something really great. Why are you not facing it?" And he kept saying, "Oh, you don't deserve it. You deserve to be loved better, etc."
Have you ever run away? Like this?
What do you mean?
Like this. Like you see there's a problem, you decide to don't fight it, you just run away.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably, yeah.
How many times?
I mean, I can think of one big one.
Yeah. Have you ever considered to go to a therapist? Not for this in general.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah?
Yeah. I did a couple of sessions.
But you need more, you know, like...
I know. This was also like...
A couple of sessions you just tell your
This was
story.
like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And this was back then. People saying, oh, like therapy is cool or whatever. This was during like COVID also, and
that's good. At least that people say cool.
Yeah.
In Italy, you call mentally ill if you go to a therapist. It's so dumb. Like
no, but this was during like another time, and then it's like, oh, okay, let me see what this is all about. And then I did a couple sessions online, and it wasn't really good.
Yeah,
with better help as well. I like first do like church, somewhat related, but the actual psychologist. And then later do BetterHelp. And like now, I read something the other week about, do you know BetterHelp, the platform? It's like an online.
I don't believe in online
exactly.
therapy.
Like they
because
it
it's
came
like
out that there are a bunch of people on there that are not actually licensed and certified and stuff like that. Yeah. So
no, I was more because I heard like a friend that he went, not me, that actually said like, yeah, you go there. It's just people that that have their job as a therapist, and at the end of the day they just have this side work. So it's like, like they don't even put too much effort. But I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's everything. I will not say which platform. But like,
and that was also before anything really serious had happened in my life that would have been. I mean, some things had happened that was also good to talk about during those sessions back then, but I think there's probably a lot more
I'm just saying
to work through now.
Everyone needs instrument, everyone needs tool, because there's people stronger that maybe can deal it, but in the end, you can still unscrew. I don't remember. You can still remove a nail with a screwdriver, but if you have a hammer, it's easier to remove it. You see what I mean? I don't remember always the quote. It's like you can do like this with a screw and you can still remove it, but you take how much time? If you have like a fucking hammer, you just put inside and remove it so fast. So it's like everyone needs tools to deal with stuff. You can still do it, but if you maybe knows yourself better, you can do better.
Do you want to talk about how and what way you related to the movie, or what?
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. Sorry, I was going too far. I mean, we can still cut, right?
The beginning we should cut.
Yeah.
Until we talk. Yeah.
No, but the hook was so nice.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, but that we can include. I think it's perfect.
The hook was perfect. The haunted thing. How is related? Because I remember, I mean, I consider myself singer, even though I sing daily. I actually now, just to let you know, I sing every day. Lately, I'm singing every day. At least, also, if I have a guest at home, I don't give a fuck. I take guitar and start playing. It's pretty like selfish, but I mean, I'm making live music for you. Shut the fuck up. What do you offer? Just cigarette if I ask you? Come on. But no, I'm just kidding. I love you, Cole. I love all my friends, and my girlfriend, of course.
Who you were mostly referring to?
In my music?
No.
I'm saying, let's go over this, please. Cut this spot. I will never go. But I remember when I give some background. I remember when I was a singer and I started with rapping because it was easier, and I was good with making rhymes and everything. And I remember when I after COVID, I felt that I didn't want to make rap anymore, because I also, thanks to a girl that was a friend, realized that I was good with music, with singing. Not super good, but enough to sing. So I remember that when I did this switch, I was already suffering from kind of anxiety and shit like this. And I remember I said to myself, the first song that I'm gonna post is gonna be sad. It has to be like something that I have to push out this stuff, like him. Like I have to push out stuff. I have to say something and I have to do it. And bro, nowadays I post some stuff on Instagram, but a real song, did I ever post it?
No.
I'm still stuck in my mind the idea that the first song should be not sad because it has to be sad to make people cry, but because the stuff that I have to say, I know they're not happy, so I just want to push it out. And that's why I related with him, because he's like, I have to do this, and you can see that he's like fucking have something in his mind, like something that makes him say. Yeah, thank you. You have to start with this, not with Born In. You say you can do great music. You listen to stuff that I do.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
You know that I have the quality. So you know that I can do it. But you will never see that on Spotify before I post that other one that I want to do it. And I have it because I'm working on, since that day, I'm working on this song and doing it. And it's not the one that you hear, it's another one that I'm still working. And that's why I related with it, because and I think it's wrong, actually. I really would like to not relate with him, because it means that it's a problem. It's actually a problem. Being too stuck on idea, because you idealize the idea and then you don't take nothing, and in the end in a couple of years, maybe when I will be old, I was like, I just wait a chance because I can post all the other 10 songs that I prepare instead of this one. That's what I think. But if I post that one, it's gonna be so good. God.
Yeah, bro, put it out, man.
Fuck you. Do you think you know how many years? It's already, when is COVID? 2020. 6 years plus 1 year before COVID. So it's 7 years that I'm working on it.
Yeah.
It's 7 years that I'm saying like the first song has to be this one. And then also let's say that I stop for a while writing and everything, but like
Only
7 years that I promise to myself that I will post that song first. So, and I know because you.
But that's holding you back, man.
Yeah, it's told me like him. That's why I related a lot with the movie to stay in the topic. That's why I related a lot because I was holding me back from going out from my hometown, for example, like him. From like, honestly, I see this wrong idea of pushing out the first song "Sad" as the perfect example and the perfect. It's perfectly related with the movie because he will stay at home. He will stay in the hometown, and in the beginning of the movie, you can see that he was like, "No, I don't want to move away from here." He's like, I like staying here. I don't like big town. I don't like big town. He moved to California, to LA in the end. So he actually moved over somehow from this.
Yeah, that's true.
I
think you can, like, what I'm just thinking of now, you can, the idea of like the hero's arc or the hero's journey in movies, but also in general stories, how they always start off where they're at, usually in their hometown, and then they're faced with an issue, they're faced with a problem, they're faced with a challenge. They go through that. Usually it's like a downward like spiral, it feels like, then one scene I think that really described this well was when he was still in his hometown in the house that he rented, and then there was the suicidal or the suicide.
Yeah, suicide.
It was super like grimy and super like, it felt like almost like techno here in Berlin or whatever, super dark. Okay. I mean, maybe not techno, but like
it was like a project, not even like a music. It's like the guy that say, "I made this project. I would like to let you hear," and it's not even a sound and not even a music. It's like
but it was like you would feel
a mantra. You know what I mean? It looks like a mantra, like a sound repeated, and this guy say,
repeated.
Was it Jeremy? No, Frederick. Oh no, something like this. It was like Frank, or it's like Frank, what are you doing, Frank?
Yeah, anyways, like that in that moment, it felt like he almost reached the lowest part. And then I think later, as he went through that whole journey, came back up again, faced his demons, faced his shame, put out the album, and then realized that his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend was right. And then he started seeking help, and he came up again. And then at the end, in his new house, which he now owned, I think that was also an important moment when he said, "I never owned anything in my life. Now I bought a house." Like stepping out of his like comfort zone. I think one point also described it well, where they were on their first date, and then she said, "Oh, I hope we don't get in trouble." He said, "I'm the king of this town. We're not getting into trouble." Stepped out of that, moved to LA, into his own house, and there you could almost feel like peace, you know what I mean? And I think there was also a scene, I don't know if I remember correctly, when they were in like his new bedroom, him and his manager John listening to music.
Yeah.
Right? Was that the case?
Yeah.
And like that music was completely different to like this mantra or whatever you call it.
It was like the music that him and his mother was dancing.
Exactly. He played the music that him and his mother were dancing to when he was a kid.
Yeah.
In his new house. And then
no, it was still the old one. He was moving away, and he said, can I buy you breakfast? And he said, "No, I'm fine." And he said, "Then before you leave, I want to let you hear this." And they put the song. It's like a release, like
Yeah, okay,
It's
we're still in the
done.
old one, but
Like it's done. Like
Mm.
because exactly the scene that was showing when he was kid and dancing with the mother was after he fight with his father with the baseball bat.
mm-hmm.
And after the mother put the music to like try to move away
Lighten up
this
the mood, yeah.
you change the mood, and he comes downstairs from the
Yeah.
bedroom, or it was because the father didn't say hi to him when he come back from work. It's
Yeah.
anyway, the mood at home was not good, and the mother tried to move on the mood as
Yeah.
a change, as a new change. Like, okay, now the mood is changed. Now now we are happy and we're gonna dance. And he tried to put this music. I felt like to make Bruce feel better. Like, okay, now it's done.
Yeah.
Now you go out from this home. Now you go in a new life.
Yeah.
And that's true. I understand the hero arc because I feel I had it because I was suffering at home. I was
Mhm.
suffering in my town. I feel that I have to move away. I come here still struggling like every hero, like every person.
Yeah.
And but then I'm like, okay, bro, but why still I have in my mind the first one has to be like this.
Mm. I mean, I guess we haven't finished the arc yet either. You know what I mean? Like we're still on a journey in a sense, and like you can only really see the arc in like a finished movie, right? I think in real life you never fully reach that moment.
In real
you know,
life, like this, the time it's more.
Yeah,
you see a movie 1 hour, so
Yeah.
you think everything is fast, and also
exactly.
people nowadays thinks that everything come fast.
Yeah.
But if you hear the story, is always like matter of 10 years of struggling and fighting, and then
Yeah.
realizing something.
Exactly.
And
But I think like still to like come back to it, like our story is not finished yet. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like we're trying to improve our situation. We're trying to do things. We're trying to put out stuff, or like just in general, like work on ourselves. Like you said, fucking going to therapy and like
yeah,
facing the things that are haunting us and dealing with them with the grace of God and like growing as a person. I
Yeah.
think that is part of everybody's hero journey in a sense.
Yeah.
Like everyone is, the hero in their journey.
Yeah.
In that sense. And yeah, it was a very wholesome movie in that way. You know what I mean? Like I felt inspired afterwards.
Yeah,
I would
I
definitely
felt
watch it
too.
again. I felt super like emotional at some points, convicted at other points of own behavior, like reflected in his action, or I felt like, damn, Paul, like you've done this or you're doing this as well. And then also seeing him growing and like facing his struggles, facing his demons or whatever is haunting him, to come back to that. But still, then I think at the end when his dad says, "Hey son, I'm proud of you and I'm sorry."
Yeah, bro. There I cried.
Yeah.
At that point I cried. Yeah.
And I think every young man is also like,
I mean, we are reaching for that. Everyone
exactly,
want to
every
hear.
young man is
I mean,
like
it's duty. Like
wants to hear those words from his dad.
Yeah.
Son, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because
You know
your
that?
mother is always proud of you, whatever you've done.
Yeah.
The father, you have to. I mean, lucky people that has the father that from the beginning is on your side, but like.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's not easy. Like you have to. I don't know. My father always say, my consents, my consents has to be. I mean, you have to.
you need to earn my
You need to earn my proudness.
you need to earn that I'm proud of you.
Yeah, exactly. You need to earn that. You cannot just because you are yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a wrong mentality, but still motivate enough to make something something big, or at least trying.
Yeah.
Like make something big or die try.
Yeah, and I remember one time, I mean, I don't know, maybe you don't want to go into details here. You mentioned how your parents came to visit you in Berlin, saw your house that you basically renovated and fixed from like the ground up, or you basically did the whole floor and everything, put everything together, and then your dad was like, "Oh wow, son!" Like
I was talking with him a few weeks ago, and he said that's the first time that you said that you were proud of me. And he said to me, "No, that's the third one." And then I was like, "Wait, what? Did you actually count it?" It's like the first one is when you win your first match in box, when you were boxing. The second one is when I saw you actually singing on a stage. You were rapping. You say I didn't like rapping. You say I came to the concert without telling you.
Yeah.
Just stay back, and I saw you singing.
Yeah.
And then I saw that actually there was something, and then I was proud of you. And the next day I tell you, but you were, I don't know where you were. You didn't listen to me. And I remembered because back in the day when I was singing that part, I was actually suffering. Like I was not depressed, but I was not in my word. I was having like my teenager fight, I think. So I didn't listen. So yeah. So in the end, I got 3 times.
Damn. Good
Yeah.
for you, man.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I always, when he told me that, I always like, bro, I spend my life looking for that. And he already said 3 times. So we actually don't listen to each other. So sometimes it's also communication, the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing. And yeah. Bro, I don't know. I think I want to pause first that song before I do everything.
Yeah.
As a single, even if no one listening, I just have to post it.
But do it rather sooner than later, man.
Tomorrow we'll finish it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm alone at home. I will finish
it.
it. Well, do you have like a time and everything?
Yeah, no, this is a
I
good
promise-
point. This is a good point to wrap it up as well, I think.
Yeah, maybe we should. I mean, I don't know if you want to do another one where we can try to put like some. Because you also said that before we close, you said something before that I like it, and it's something that I also proposed to you last time that we see each other. We have to put some step, some checkpoint that every time, every 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 days, 3 months, whatever, just like talk to each other and say, did you reach it? Did you not? They don't have to be big.
Mm-hmm.
Like last time I told you that I would organize with my friend and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He would actually come. I told you that I would do it.
Yeah.
I don't know you about movie. I know actually we talk and you actually did something because you start posting on TikTok. You say
Yeah.
I want to do some content,
Yeah.
and you did it.
Yeah.
So actually we did improve
Yeah.
because I keep writing. I'm actually organize everything. I just have to deal with the guy for booking a room when my friend will come and record. So I already done some step. You did some step. Which one is the next one?
I want to continue putting out short form content on TikTok, like short videos about different things that I'm learning, different things that I'm thinking about, and just getting in that habit again of putting out things into the world and not thinking like I don't even want to care about the views or the likes or anything. I just want to put things out to get back into a rhythm. Yeah. And
Okay.
you? Tomorrow, you already shook hands on it.
Exactly. I
Okay.
think tomorrow finishing the song
Yeah.
and
Go watch the movie. Go watch the Springsteen movie.
go
guys.
watch the movie, guys.
Follow your dreams. I think that is also
Follow your dreams.
that was also like one of the lessons from the movie.
Do you feel it?
I mean,
Did you see it like this under? I don't know. These messages. Did you see it? I didn't see it. I didn't see follow your dreams.
yeah,
I feel it more. Don't leave nothing back when you follow your dream. More like this. Like yeah, you want to follow your dream, do it, but there's stuff behind. And like he's
follow your dreams is also like a mantra which I don't even
follow. No, it's a perfect mantra. You have to follow your dreams, but you have always not keep a highs back because keep a highs back brings anxiety, not depression. Actually, there was a quote that was like thinking about the past, you get depression. Thinking about the future is
gives
anxiety.
Yeah.
So don't keep a high behind. But like before you leave your house and get out on your comfort zone, be sure that you clean your house because when you come back, it's
Ooh.
gonna be messy.
That was also one of the quotes that the manager said to him, right? About only being like in this moment. Right?
Oh yeah, bro, this quote was
This
crazy. I
quote-
wanted to tell you
Yeah.
that quote was crazy. It's
We
like
should look this up.
your
What was the quote?
your house is yourself in this moment. I just picked the last part of the quote. It was like something like this, like yourself, you are yourself just right now in this moment, or something like that. Like the point is like, don't live too fast, don't live too slow, don't think about the past, don't think about the future, just think about yourself right now because
Find something. Wait, in the movie Deliver Me from Nowhere, manager John key quotes include telling his wife Bruce is really depressed and explaining to her that Bruce is going somewhere dark.
basically
Wait, what was the end of the quote? Sorry.
it's like your house or something like that. It's yourself right now. It's not before. I mean, I don't know if it's correct, but makes sense because instead of living in your past, in your family house in the past, or in your new LA house, or it doesn't. It was like it doesn't matter where you are. It's important that you are with yourself. And when I say this, it's like it's important that you are like happy with yourself, in peace with yourself, in comfort with yourself. Many people is not comfortable with his body, many people or with his mind. I used to be like this. I used to be not comfortable with my mind, and like going around and know that I was not okay. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the quote is like this, but if it's not, egal, I'm gonna keep it like this. You have to be yourself as yourself right now has to be
Not
your
finding it.
home,
Damn.
your safe place, wherever you are.
Yeah.
You didn't even listen.
I would like to find this quote, but all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed one, and
Like the guy.
I'll see you in the next one.
See you in the
Peace.
next one.